Okay, fellas, let's be real for a second. How many times have you heard someone say, masturbation drains your body, it kills your desire, it makes you weak? That little voice in your head probably wondered, am I messing up my energy or hormones every time? Here's the truth. Most of that stuff is pure myth. You're not losing your masculinity in a single moment. What's really happening is more about your nervous system and your recovery. And guess what? The right foods can help you bounce back faster, feel more energized, and even spark your desire again. That's exactly what we're diving into today. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with 3 simple, delicious snacks you can put together in just 3 minutes. Foods that boost blood flow, support your hormones, and reignite your sexual health naturally. And trust me, you don't want to miss part 6, where I'll reveal one everyday food most guys eat without thinking, but it's quietly sabotaging your sex drive. So stay locked in. This isn't just another lecture on vitamins. This is about real-world solutions for men who want to feel better, perform better, and keep their spark alive no matter what. Now, let's kick things off with the science behind why food matters so much for your desire and sexual health. All right, let's break this down in plain English. Sexual health isn't just about what happens in the bedroom, it's a full-body system. 3 key players control your desire and your performance, your blood flow, your hormones, and your brain chemistry. First, blood flow. Think of it like the fuel line in your car. If that line is clogged, it doesn't matter how powerful the engine is, you're not going anywhere. The foods you eat can either expand your blood vessels and pump more oxygen where it counts, or they can slow everything down. Next, hormones, especially testosterone. This is the chemical spark plug for male desire, drive, and confidence. The right nutrients literally feed your body the raw materials it needs to produce testosterone. Without them, you're running on empty. And finally, the brain. This is where dopamine and serotonin come into play, the chemicals of motivation, pleasure, and mood. If your brain chemistry is balanced, desire feels natural. But if you're stressed, tired, or lacking nutrients, that spark fades fast. So here's the bottom line. Every meal you eat can tilt the scale toward more energy, more desire, and better performance, or the opposite. And the good news? Small tweaks in your daily choices can make a huge difference. Up next, we'll get practical. I'm talking about what you should eat in the first hour after masturbation to feel recharged, focused, and ready for whatever comes next. Let's talk about that first hour right after you've finished. A lot of guys notice they feel a little drained, maybe even sleepy, and they wonder if they've lost something important. What's really happening is that your body just shifted gears, your nervous system is calming down, and you've burned through a bit of energy. The good news? The right recovery foods can bring you back fast. Step 1 is hydration. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your circulation takes a hit, and that means sluggish energy and weaker blood flow. So grab a tall glass of water, and if you've been sweating or you're low on electrolytes, add a pinch of sea salt or a splash of coconut water. That simple step wakes you up. Step 2 is a quick hit of carbs paired with protein. You don't need a full meal, just a small snack to stabilize your blood sugar and help your body reset. One of my favorites, half a banana with a spoonful of peanut butter. It's creamy, satisfying, and gives you both quick energy and lasting fuel. And here's a secret weapon most guys overlook: watermelon. This fruit is loaded with an amino acid called citrulline, which helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. Slice it up or toss it in a blender for a refreshing smoothie. These little moves take 2 to 3 minutes tops, and you'll notice the difference. Next, we'll dive deeper into foods that specifically supercharge your blood flow and give you that extra edge. Now let's talk about the #1 factor that makes or breaks performance: blood flow. Without strong circulation, nothing else matters. The good news is your kitchen is packed with foods that act like natural boosters for your blood vessels. First up, watermelon. We touched on it before, but it deserves a spotlight. It's rich in citrulline, which your body converts into nitric oxide, the same compound that helps relax and open blood vessels. More blood flow means more energy and stronger performance when it counts. Next, beets and leafy greens like spinach and arugula. These foods are loaded with natural nitrates. Once you eat them, your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide, instantly improving circulation. Some athletes even drink beet juice before workouts for better stamina. Imagine using that same trick to support your sexual health. Then there's arginine, an amino acid found in nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, almonds, and even lean meats like turkey. Arginine is another building block for nitric oxide, and together with citrulline, it's like a 1-2 punch for your blood vessels. Here's the beauty: you don't need pills or powders. A small bowl of leafy greens with dinner, a handful of pumpkin seeds as a snack, or a glass of beet juice before date night can make a noticeable difference. Coming up next, we'll shift gears to hormones, specifically testosterone, and the everyday foods that help keep it strong and steady. All right, guys, we've covered blood flow. Now let's talk about the engine behind your drive, testosterone. This hormone is the spark that fuels your desire, your energy, even your confidence. And here's the catch: your body can't build testosterone out of thin air. It needs the right raw materials, and food is where you get them. Number 1 on the list, zinc. This mineral is like rocket fuel for male health. Without enough zinc, testosterone production can slow down, and your desire takes a hit. The best sources: oysters, they're loaded with zinc. If oysters aren't your thing, go for pumpkin seeds, beef in moderation, or even chickpeas. Next up, vitamin D. Most people think of it as the sunshine vitamin, but it's also critical for testosterone levels and sexual health. You'll find it in foods like salmon, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. And of course, a little sun exposure goes a long way. And don't forget healthy fats. Testosterone is made from cholesterol, so cutting out all fats is a big mistake. What you need are the right ones: omega-3s from fatty fish, monounsaturated fats from avocados, and good oils like olive oil. Put it all together, and you've got a hormone-friendly diet that supports not only your desire, but also your mood, strength, and recovery. Next, we're diving into antioxidants and flavonoids, foods that protect your blood vessels and keep your performance strong for the long run. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated weapons for men's health: antioxidants and flavonoids. These compounds are found in colorful fruits, teas, and even chocolate, and they do more for your performance than most guys realize. Here's why they matter. Every time your blood vessels face stress, from poor sleep, processed food, or even just age, tiny bits of oxidative damage build up. Over time, that weakens circulation and makes it harder to get and stay in the mood. Antioxidants fight back, protecting those blood vessels and keeping them flexible. Flavonoids are a special group of antioxidants found in foods like blueberries, strawberries, citrus fruits, and yes, dark chocolate. Studies show men who eat flavonoid-rich foods regularly have a lower risk of erectile issues. Why? Because these compounds help your arteries relax, improve blood flow, and support heart health. The good news is it's easy to add them. Swap your afternoon candy bar for a square of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa. Toss a handful of berries into your breakfast, or sip a hot cup of green tea instead of soda. These small swaps build up over time, and the payoff is better stamina, stronger desire, and long-term sexual health. But here's the kicker: not every food is your friend. In fact, there are some common things most guys eat or drink every week that quietly sabotage their desire. That's what we're covering next. All right, guys, we've talked a lot about what to eat. But here's the reality: what you don't put in your body can be just as important. There are a few everyday foods and habits that quietly chip away at your sexual health, and if you want to keep your desire strong, you've got to keep these in check. Number 1, alcohol. Look, a drink or two here and there probably won't hurt, but heavy drinking, that's a straight-up testosterone killer. Too much booze interferes with hormone production, damages your liver, and slows down circulation. That's why a night of hard partying can leave you feeling flat for days. Number 2, processed junk foods loaded with sugar, refined carbs, and bad fats. Burgers, fries, pastries, they might taste good in the moment, but they clog arteries, trigger inflammation, and leave you with sluggish blood flow. Over time, that damages both your heart and your performance. And finally, smoking and poor sleep. Cigarettes literally choke your blood vessels, and pulling all-nighters throws your hormones out of balance. Combine those with stress, and you've got the perfect storm for low desire. Here's the takeaway. If you want all those foods we talked about earlier to work their magic, you can't keep drowning them out with alcohol, junk food, and cigarettes. Cut back on the sabotage, and your body will reward you. Now let's wrap it all up with the big picture. The action plan you can start today to boost energy, desire, and performance. So let's bring it all together. Men's sexual health isn't about magic pills or quick fixes. It's about fueling your body with the right foods, avoiding the ones that drag you down, and making smart choices every single day. Here's your action plan. Step 1. Right after masturbation, hydrate and grab a quick snack that balances carbs and protein. A banana with peanut butter or a refreshing slice of watermelon can recharge your system in minutes. Step 2, for stronger blood flow, work in circulation boosters like beets, spinach, and pumpkin seeds. These aren't just health foods, they are performance enhancers. Step 3, protect your testosterone. That means zinc from oysters or pumpkin seeds, vitamin D from salmon or eggs, and healthy fats from avocados and olive oil. These are the building blocks of your drive. Step 4, load up on antioxidants. A square of dark chocolate, a handful of berries, or a cup of green tea helps keep your blood vessels young and strong. And Step 5, cut back on the sabotage. Too much alcohol, junk food, or smoking will undo all the progress you're making. If you follow these steps, you're not just boosting desire after masturbation, you're setting yourself up for long-term sexual health, confidence, and energy. Now, here's your bonus. I've put together 3 quick recovery snack recipes you can make in under 3 minutes. Hit the like button, subscribe, and stick around, because those recipes are coming up next.